HVAC thermostat wiring and lawn sprinkler system wiring for lawn irrigation. What are the differences, if any, between the two? Not very much, but one can see this is lawn sprinkler system, this is HVAC thermostat wiring, and there's not much difference, but this may be for the lawn sprinkler system, it may be rated for underground burial. I'm not certain on that. One might want to fact check that. But the point being here is we have a common in HVAC thermostat wiring, and we also have a common in lawn sprinkler system. So each particular unit has a common. Each particular thing it runs may have a common. So now on the right we have lawn sprinkler system. The generally accepted practice, it may not be universal, and again, a wire can be broken and be supplanted with another wire, but generally speaking, in lawn irrigation, the common may be your white wire. If you're using this wire here, the multi-stranded wire in one casing, the white wire, generally speaking, may be the common. So in HVAC thermostat wiring, the common may be the blue. So again, lawn sprinkler system, white, HVAC thermostat wiring, blue. What is the difference between the wiring? There's not much. The lawn sprinkler system, this looks a smidgen thicker than this, but basically I think they're both rated maybe to carry at least 24 volts. So the lawn sprinkler system goes through a transformer, and the HVAC system goes through a transformer. So but the white for lawn sprinkler may be considered the common. The blue for HVAC thermostat may be the common in the blue. So we have two different wires. So now the rest of these wires in the sprinkler system would be your hot wires. The rest of these over here would become hot after energized by the red wire. So one may ask, what's the difference? Could one use one and one use the other? I'm not certain that there may be a problem. I can't say each individual will have to do what they want to do. If you're, I'll leave that up to each individual's discretion. So, but it's better to keep the wires for what their purposes are. So again, lawn sprinkler system, the common wire is the white wire. For the HVAC thermostat wiring, the blue wire is common wire. Now, do keep in mind here, if one of these other wires get broken and there's an extra wire, one may use that extra wire, so you'll have to look in the box or follow the wiring to find out, because they may have used a different color wire for the common simply because the common wire was broken. And the same thing in the HVAC industry. Over here, one may find it, say if you had a 4, 5, 6 wire thermostat wiring and one wire became broke, your common wire, and you needed to do this, you could use another color, but you need to do it. If you could put a piece of tape on there and that way, if somebody comes in behind you, they kind of have a good understanding of what you've done and replace the wire. But somebody skilled may know anyway. But now, do keep in mind with HVAC thermostat wiring, if one has batteries in the HVAC thermostat, they may not need a common wire. However, one caveat, if you decide to upgrade in the future, or you decide to put in one of these wireless thermostats, you may need a common. So although you don't need a common, my suggestion, in my opinion, is it's not a bad idea to run a common in case you ever need it. So, but again, we'll rehash here. Lawn sprinkler system wire, common. Now, and then HVAC thermostat, common. So let's just say we had in the lawn sprinkler system, let's just say we had a 4-valve system. This common wire would attach to all 4 wires. It's common. We'll just think of it that way. It comes in a network. It's a common network. That's just a hypothetical, a fictitious analogy. But just think, if we have 4 valves, if we had 2 valves, this would connect. Now, each one of these hots, one hot would connect to one hot would connect to the other. But the common needs to be connected all the way around to give I'm assuming to give the path of electricity a full area to move. So again, lawn sprinkler system wire, white considered common, generally speaking, in the industry. HVAC wire, the blue is considered the common here. So, and also another tip when installing these these HVAC thing, or the irrigation wire for that matter, in my opinion, if you need, say, a 5 system, if you've got a X amount of strands wire, if you get a couple strands extra, the more the better, because if one breaks, you can always use it. So now, and one tidbit of information: the electricity really doesn't care what color the insulation is. That has nothing to do with the time of day. This is just mnemonics for individuals like you and I to keep it simple so we understand what's going on. But the electricity, it's got a path it's going to follow, and once the path it follows, it will continue to follow that, whether I supplanted one wire, if the wiring is done properly. But so just keep in mind that just because we say the white and the blue, it does not necessarily have to be that way, but it has to be connected properly either to the thermostat or the control box, into whatever load, or whatever I shouldn't say load, but whatever you're attempting to run, whether it's driven through a relay that actually kicks in and kicks a blower motor on, or if it kicks a whatever it just does. So keep in mind, the electricity probably does not care what color these wires are. These color wires may be done for individuals like you and I, so we understand the generally accepted principles. And when we understand the generally accepted principles, it's easy. Once you get it down, it becomes rote memory. So once you get it down, white is generally common in sprinkler system. Blue is generally accepted common. Does it have to be? No. But is it generally accepted? If we use the generally accepted methods and wire it up properly, the system should operate and do very well. So again, so let's recap. For lawn irrigation, we're going to call the white, in my opinion, the common. For the HVAC, the common, we're going to call the blue the common. And my opinion is, try to always run a blue to the thermostat. Do all people do this? No, but if you change a thermostat and then it requires you to have a common, that means you've got to do extra work. You've got to fish wire up through the wall and unnecessary work. So, and that's just a job. While you're doing it the first time, it's better to do the job correctly the first time so you don't have to revisit the problem. And when you're going through holes down through studs and pulling wire, yes, it can be done. But if you've already done it, why not do it correctly the first time? So again, white for lawn sprinkler system, the common, blue common for HVAC thermostat wiring. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. If you find any of these tidbits of information to be helpful or money saving or whatever may benefit you, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day.